DOJ Special Counsel Jack Smith is formally targeting Donald Trump for criminal indictment over trying to steal the 2020 election. Any such indictment would be Donald Trump's third overall and is especially significant for three reasons. One, this would be the first ever indictment of Trump for actions taken as president. The pending DOJ indictment of Trump right now, of course, is all about taking classified material after he left office. And that New York case is about what he did allegedly in 2016 before assuming office. Second reason this is big tonight, while no indictment, of course, is a small matter, there are signs that DOJ is now targeting Trump for the most serious potential crimes yet. Allegations that he, to put it straight up, operated as a criminal president, abused powers.
Okay, so this is absolutely wild. And I mean wild in a way that just shows you how Trump is now using Congress as a direct weapon to go after people who investigated him. Because what's happening right now is House Republicans have subpoenaed Jack Smith. Jack Smith was the special counsel who investigated Trump. Jack Smith brought indictments against Trump for classified documents, and January 6th, Jack Smith tried to prosecute Trump. Jack Smith was doing his job as a federal prosecutor, and now Republicans are subpoenaing him. Republicans are demanding his documents. Republicans are demanding a deposition on December 17th. Republicans are investigating the investigator. Republicans are trying to destroy Jack Smith, and Trump is absolutely loving it. Trump is egging them on. Trump is demanding that Smith testify publicly so Trump can attack him on camera. Trump is calling Smith a sick man and a criminal. Trump is demanding that Smith be prosecuted for doing his job as special counsel. But before we go any further, real quick, let's be honest, you can't really trust mainstream media anymore. That's why we built Pump Politics, to bring you real stories, real context, and no corporate spin. If you want to stay ahead of the headlines, join our free newsletter. We'll send the news straight to your inbox every day. Just click the link in the description to join. And if you just want to support what we're doing, join us. Be part of the community that actually cares about the truth. All right, let's get back to the video.
So this is a huge deal. And the first indication that Smith targeted Trump came from the target himself, Donald Trump, now posting online today that he was told he was a target by the DOJ and the Smith probe on Sunday, and that he gets 4 days to report to the grand jury, which almost always means an arrest and indictment.
He received a Justice Department letter.
We have some breaking news coming in. Former President Donald Trump putting out a statement,
instantly making his legal troubles once again the top issue in his 2024 campaign to retake the White House.
And this is absolutely authoritarian. This is absolutely what happens in dictatorships. Dictators investigate and prosecute the people who investigate them. Dictators use their power to go after their enemies. Dictators eliminate anyone who dares to challenge them or hold them accountable. And that's exactly what Trump is doing right now. Trump is using his power as president. Trump is using the Republican-controlled Congress as a weapon. Trump is going after Jack Smith. Trump is trying to destroy him. Trump is trying to eliminate him as a threat. So here's what actually happened. Jack Smith was appointed as special counsel by Attorney General Merrick Garland under the Biden administration to investigate Trump. Smith investigated Trump's handling of classified documents. Smith investigated Trump's alleged role in January 6th in efforts to overturn the 2020 election. Smith brought indictments against Trump. Smith actually tried to prosecute Trump in federal court. But then Trump won the election in 2024. Trump came back to power in January 2025. And suddenly, the cases against Trump started to fall apart. The classified documents case got complicated with Judge Aileen Cannon making decisions that favored Trump. The January 6th case got affected by the Supreme Court's immunity ruling. The cases just didn't work out for prosecutors. And now Trump is in power again. And Trump wants revenge. Trump wants payback. So Trump is using Congress to go after Smith. House Judiciary Committee Chairman Jim Jordan, who is basically Trump's puppet, has subpoenaed Smith. They're demanding documents by December 12th. They're demanding a deposition on December 17th. They want to interrogate Smith about his investigation into Trump. They want to find out what he did. They want to expose him. They want to attack him. And Trump is directing all of this. Trump is pushing Congress to do this. Trump is demanding that Smith be investigated and punished. And Trump is being publicly aggressive about it. Trump is calling Smith names. Trump is calling Smith a sick man. Trump is calling Smith a criminal. Trump is calling Smith deranged. Trump is saying that Smith's investigation was a witch hunt. Trump is demanding that Smith testify publicly so that Trump can attack him. Trump is saying that Smith should be prosecuted. Trump is saying that Smith belongs in jail. Trump is using every weapon at his disposal to attack Smith and destroy him. And this is pure retaliation. This is pure revenge. Smith investigated Trump. Smith brought cases against Trump. Trump lost some of those cases. Trump beat other cases. Trump didn't get convicted. Trump didn't go to jail. But Trump is still angry. Trump is still seeking revenge. Trump is using his power as president to go after Smith. Trump is using Congress to investigate Smith. Trump is using government power to punish Smith for investigating him. And the timing is perfect for Trump. The Supreme Court just gave Trump the power to fire anyone in the executive branch without cause. Trump can now fire any prosecutor who opposes him. Trump can fire any judge who rules against him. Trump can fire anyone. And now Congress is subpoenaing Smith. Congress is investigating Smith. Congress is trying to destroy Smith. And Trump is in a position of absolute power. Trump can do anything he wants. Trump can use government power however he wants. And this is setting a dangerous precedent. This is showing future prosecutors what happens when you investigate a president. If you investigate a president, if you bring cases against a president, if a president wins re-election, then you're going to be investigated, you're going to be subpoenaed, you're going to be attacked, you're going to have your career destroyed. And that's a chilling effect. That discourages prosecutors from investigating presidents. That discourages people from holding the president accountable. That's exactly how dictators eliminate accountability. That's how dictators make themselves untouchable. And Republicans are all in on this. Republicans are subpoenaing Smith. Republicans are investigating Smith. Republicans are attacking Smith. Republicans have abandoned any pretense of independence. Republicans have become Trump's attack dogs. Republicans are just doing whatever Trump wants. Republicans are using Congress as a tool for Trump's revenge. Republicans are complicit in the destruction of the rule of law, and Democrats are powerless to stop it. Democrats are in the minority. Democrats can only protest. Democrats can only warn about what's happening. Democrats can't actually stop Trump. Democrats can't actually protect Smith. Democrats can't actually prevent this investigation. Democrats can only watch as Trump uses Congress to go after his enemies. Democrats can only watch as the rule of law dies. And the public probably doesn't realize how serious this is. The public probably thinks this is just political drama. The public probably doesn't understand that this is the death of the rule of law. The public probably doesn't understand that this is the end of prosecutorial independence. The public probably doesn't understand that Trump is becoming a dictator who uses government power to punish his enemies. The public probably doesn't understand that this is authoritarianism happening right before their eyes. But this is serious. This is extremely serious. This is Trump using the power of the presidency and Congress to attack a prosecutor who investigated him. This is Trump setting up a system where future presidents will punish prosecutors who investigate them. This is Trump destroying the independence of the Justice Department. This is Trump showing that there's no accountability for presidents. This is authoritarianism taking root in America. All right, so let me explain what people are completely missing about this Jack Smith subpoena and why it's so significant for understanding what's actually happening with Trump's revenge campaign against his perceived enemies and the justice system. Because most people, when they hear about Congress subpoenaing a prosecutor, they think, okay, so Congress is investigating someone. But this is much more significant than that. This is about the death of the rule of law. This is about the elimination of prosecutorial independence. This is about Trump using government power to punish people who investigated him. This is about the transformation of Congress into a tool for Trump's personal revenge. This is about the fundamental destruction of checks and balances in American government. So let's start with Jack Smith and who he actually is. Jack Smith is a federal prosecutor. Smith was appointed as special counsel by Attorney General Merrick Garland under the Biden administration. Special counsel is supposed to be a position that's independent from the president. Special counsel is supposed to be able to investigate the president without political interference. Special counsel is supposed to be protected from retaliation and political pressure. That's the whole point of having a special counsel. The position is designed to have independence so that prosecutors can investigate powerful people without fear of retaliation. And Smith was given two major investigations. One about Trump's handling of classified documents at Mar-a-Lago, one about Trump's alleged role in January 6th, and efforts to overturn the 2020 election. These are serious matters. These are matters of national importance. And Smith took these investigations seriously. Smith gathered evidence. Smith interviewed witnesses. Smith reviewed documents. Smith brought indictments. Smith actually tried to prosecute Trump in federal court based on that evidence. But then Trump won the election in November 2024. Trump came back to power in January 2025, and suddenly the cases against Trump started to fall apart. The classified documents case got bogged down with various legal issues. Judge Aileen Cannon, who is sympathetic to Trump, kept ruling in Trump's favor. The January 6th case got affected by a Supreme Court ruling on presidential immunity. The cases just didn't work out, and Smith eventually withdrew. Smith submitted his reports. Smith resigned as special counsel. Smith basically gave up, and now there are no more cases against Trump. Trump beat the cases. Trump walked away. Trump faced no consequences for anything. But Trump is not satisfied with just winning the cases. Trump wants revenge. Trump wants to punish Smith for investigating him. Trump wants to make sure that no one ever investigates him again. Trump wants to show prosecutors that if they investigate the president, if they bring cases against the president, if the president wins, then the prosecutor is going to be destroyed. So Trump is using Congress to go after Smith. House Republicans, who are basically Trump's puppets at this point, have subpoenaed Smith. They're demanding documents by December 12th. They're demanding a deposition on December 17th. They want to interrogate Smith about his investigation. They want to expose what Smith did. They want to attack Smith. They want to destroy Smith's credibility. They want to make Smith look bad. And Trump is pushing this. Trump is demanding that Smith testify publicly instead of in a closed-door deposition. Trump is saying that Smith should be prosecuted. Trump is saying that Smith belongs in jail. Trump is using every weapon at his disposal to attack Smith. Trump is posting on Truth Social calling Smith a sick man and a criminal and deranged. Trump is basically inciting a campaign against Smith. And here's what's really important and really troubling. Smith didn't do anything wrong. Smith followed the law. Smith conducted a legitimate investigation based on evidence. Smith brought cases based on legal theories that prosecutors actually believed in. Smith was doing his job as a federal prosecutor. Smith was trying to hold the president accountable for alleged crimes. That's what the justice system is supposed to do. That's what prosecutors are supposed to do. But Trump doesn't care. Trump doesn't think about whether Smith did anything wrong. Trump doesn't care about the law. Trump just doesn't like the fact that Smith investigated him. Trump just doesn't like the fact that Smith brought cases against him. And that's enough for Trump to want revenge. And this is setting a dangerous precedent. This is showing future prosecutors what happens if you investigate the president. If you investigate the president and the president wins re-election, then the president is going to use Congress to go after you. The president is going to demand your documents. The president is going to demand your deposition. The president is going to publicly attack you. The president is going to call for your prosecution. The president is going to try to destroy you. And that's going to discourage future prosecutors from investigating presidents. Because who wants to be investigated by the president? Who wants to be attacked by Congress? Who wants to have your career destroyed just for doing your job? Who wants to be put on trial for investigating the president? Future prosecutors are going to think twice before investigating a president. Future prosecutors are going to be afraid. Future prosecutors are going to say, if I investigate the president and the president wins re-election, I'm going to be destroyed. I'm going to be prosecuted. I'm going to lose my career. It's not worth it. And that's the point. That's what Trump is trying to accomplish. Trump is trying to eliminate accountability for presidents. Trump is trying to make sure that no president can ever be investigated again. And this is connected to Trump's broader pattern of going after his enemies. Trump went after prosecutors who investigated him. Trump went after judges who ruled against him. Trump went after FBI agents who didn't support him. Trump went after military officers who questioned his orders. Trump is systematically going after anyone who dares to challenge him. Trump is systematically trying to eliminate any opposition. And now Trump is going after the special counsel who investigated him. And Republicans are enabling all of this. Republicans are helping Trump. Republicans are subpoenaing Smith. Republicans are investigating Smith. Republicans are attacking Smith. Republicans have abandoned any pretense of independence. Republicans are just doing whatever Trump wants. Republicans are using Congress as a tool for Trump's revenge. Republicans are complicit in the destruction of the rule of law. Okay, so let me break this down into what actually matters, because there's a lot of legal and political complexity here. But really, there's just a few core things you need to understand. Number one, what Jack Smith actually did and why it matters. And it's straightforward. Smith was appointed as special counsel to investigate Trump. Smith investigated Trump's handling of classified documents. Smith investigated Trump's alleged role in January 6th. Smith brought indictments against Trump. Smith tried to prosecute Trump in federal court, and the cases didn't work out the way Smith hoped. Trump beat the cases. Trump faced no consequences. But Smith did his job. Smith conducted a legitimate investigation. Smith brought cases based on evidence and legal theories. Smith was doing what prosecutors are supposed to do. Number two, why Trump is going after Smith and what it means. And it's because Trump is vindictive. Trump doesn't forgive. Trump doesn't forget. Trump takes it personally when someone investigates him. Trump takes it personally when someone brings cases against him. And Trump uses his power to punish them. Trump is using Congress to subpoena Smith. Trump is using Congress to attack Smith. Trump is demanding that Smith be prosecuted. And this is retaliation. This is revenge. This is using government power to punish someone for investigating the president. Number three, what this means for prosecutorial independence. And it means prosecutorial independence is dead. Future prosecutors are going to be terrified to investigate presidents. Future prosecutors are going to know that if they investigate the president and the president wins re-election, then the president is going to use Congress to destroy them. Future prosecutors are going to be afraid. Future prosecutors are going to avoid investigating presidents, and that eliminates accountability for presidents. Number four, what this means for the rule of law. And it means the rule of law is dead. The rule of law is supposed to mean that everyone is equal before the law. The rule of law is supposed to mean that no one is above the law. The rule of law is supposed to mean that the president is accountable like everyone else. But Trump is showing that the president is above the law. Trump is showing that the president can use government power to punish prosecutors. Trump is showing that there's no accountability for presidents, and that's the end of the rule of law. Number five, what Republicans are doing and why it matters. And they're enabling Trump's revenge. They're subpoenaing Smith. They're investigating Smith. They're attacking Smith. They've abandoned independence. They're just doing whatever Trump wants. They're using Congress as a tool for Trump's revenge. They're complicit in the destruction of the rule of law. Number six, what this means for the future of America. And it means that future presidents are going to follow Trump's example. Future presidents are going to use Congress to attack prosecutors who investigate them. Future presidents are going to demand revenge. Future presidents are going to eliminate accountability. This is the precedent Trump is setting. This is the future Trump is creating. And once this precedent is set, once it becomes normal for presidents to use Congress to punish prosecutors, then democracy is finished. Then the rule of law is dead. Then we have authoritarianism. So this Jack Smith subpoena is really significant. This is not just political drama. This is not just another day in Trump's war on the justice system. This is the death of the rule of law. This is the elimination of prosecutorial independence. This is Trump using government power to punish his enemies. This is authoritarianism taking root in America. And Congress is enabling it. Congress is subpoenaing Smith. Congress is investigating Smith. Congress is doing Trump's bidding. Congress has become a tool for Trump's revenge. Congress is complicit in the death of the rule of law, and Democrats can't stop it. Democrats are in the minority. Democrats can only protest. Democrats can only warn about what's happening. Democrats can't actually prevent this investigation. Democrats can't actually protect Smith. Democrats can only watch as Trump uses government power to punish his enemies. And the public probably doesn't realize how serious this is. The public probably thinks this is just political drama. The public probably doesn't understand that this is authoritarianism. The public probably doesn't understand that this is the death of democracy. The public probably doesn't understand that this is the moment when the rule of law dies in America. But this is serious. This is extremely serious. This is the moment when prosecutors lose independence. This is the moment when the president becomes all-powerful. This is the moment when America becomes an authoritarian state. And it's happening right now. And most people don't even realize it's happening, and that's the most dangerous part of all.